you weren't able to tune into Rocket League Spring Series this weekend, man, oh man, did you miss out on some stellar gameplay. There's plenty of action from teams testing out new rosters, but at the end of it all, only one thing remains constant. G2 wins yet another event, this being their third in a row. The last time G2 lost a series was March 21st against Space Station Gaming in Week 8 of Season 9 League play. Since then, they have beat the likes of Susquehanna Sonics, Space Station Gaming, Energy, Pittsburgh Knights, Vanguard, now Envy, Rogue, and much, much more. After that loss, they took first in Astronaut Star Circuit's 7th qualifier, snagging $1,500. They finished out RLCS Season 9 on top with a clean sweep over Space Station Gaming in the Regional Championship, taking home $70,000, which is $52,000 more in addition because there's no live event in Dallas. After that, they then won the Astronaut Star Circuit Season 1 finals for $5,000. And to cap it off, they don't drop a single series in the Rocket League Spring Series and sweep Energy in the Grand Finals live on ESPN2. That brings their total prize earnings to $99,500 in just 5 days over a month of competitive play. So how do they do it? I don't think it's a simple answer, so I'm just going to speak my mind openly here and go off the cuff. First and foremost, massive shoutouts to Carlos or Ocelot for getting those boys a team house. I truly believe that them being in the same situation, under the same circumstances, and being able to build that chemistry while trying to develop a new playstyle was a phenomenal move and was a great way to double down on your team. I think it's confidence in his team, the investment that he's willing to make, and massive shout out to the boys for making it worth it. Next thing is I think they're highly motivated, not only from the team house situation, but from going to the lowest low they've ever had in relegation and turning it around. I don't think it's easy, and I don't think they get enough credit to be in the situation that they were in Season 8 and to completely change and go to the antithesis side and make it all the way to not only the regional championships, but also take the victory as well. I think it's extremely understated how big of a deal and how difficult that is to do. Rizzo specifically, I think, is playing some of the best Rocket League he has played in a very long time, and it frustrates me that people were calling for his head. With the change of play style, I think it's really made Rizzo able to move upfield and do what he does best. I think he is one of the most chaotic-induced potential for creating opportunity players out there. His ability to move upfield, create passes, demos, deny boost, whatever you want to call it, the things, the intangibles that you do not see in stats, Rizzo has shown that he is phenomenal for it and how well he slots into G2, and this is just showing that as proof. And it really upsets me we didn't get to see it at LAN in Dallas, which would have happened this weekend, and the grand finals would have been yesterday, and it brings a tear to my eye. JKnaps is still a special player, and the whole knapsack situation never went away. I had a discussion with Violent Panda while we were doing the viewing party for the Spring Series on stream yesterday, and he just says that JKnaps never went away. We just weren't able to see it because of the difficulties they were going through in Season 8. JKnaps is a player that no matter what team he goes to will always make better, and it even brings it back to the Gold Rush days where no matter what event he played in, he was one of the best performing, he was the highly contested, because he is a phenomenal talent. My favorite thing about this new playstyle is it is making Chicago the least talked about player on the field. And we all know why they brought him in and how dangerous he can be. When players don't have to play to the highest potential all the time, and when mistakes can still happen, and you can still be successful, and people can still make up for those mistakes, you have chances to be a very successful team, because when Chicago is on and the rest of the team is on, as we have been seeing lately, G2 is absolutely dominant, and it's very exciting because I want to continue to see teams push North America to a higher level, and G2 is doing that and have most definitely been deserving of being called the kings of North America because they are dominating everybody right now. Credit to players changing that playstyle, but you have to give credit to the coach. Props to Jazzo and what he's trying to do with this team and what the players are enabling him to do. It takes a lot of effort from a coach to stand behind a team, encourage a new play style, and truly believe in it. And I think that's what makes Jazzo such a good coach. No matter what situation, he is the coach that you want because he is always going to praise you. He is always going to have your back, and he's going to instill that confidence no matter what's going on. So shouts to him as well. To the entire G2 organization, to all the players, to the coach, to everybody behind who is trying to support this team, massive shout out in the turnaround. And I do not think you guys are getting enough credit, especially after all the harsh criticism from myself and everybody else. It is not easy to turn around in one season of play and play the way that they are, as dominant as they are, and I'm extremely excited to see where G2 goes moving forward.